Howdy, chat. Oh, dear God, I forgot to turn off the monitor for my mic. Whoopsie. Let me go over and turn that off real quick. That way I don't get distracted by the sound of my own voice. Goodness me. Hi, welcome back. Once again, where's my controller? Where's anything, actually? Holy shit. There we are. That's much better. Alrighty. We have returned once again to punch out more XP. Last time at the end of the stream, I completely spaced on doing the calculation on stream, so I posted it afterwards instead. Honestly, I think that was a better idea. I should do that more often. That way anybody who just misses the VODs entirely and doesn't want to go through the entire thing just to look for a tiny little calculator moment can just see the little output there. So we went crazy and did about 6,680 XP last stream. But I was on a pretty good run. I was on a very good run yesterday, so... Honestly, best thing ever. Whenever I can knock out a huge chunk, I am always down for that. I think standing up and walking around a little bit helped a ton. So I'm probably going to do that at least 2 or 3 times throughout the stream where I just am standing and walking around as I'm playing the game. Which is also probably good for my back and my hip. It's still causing me problems on purpose. Oh, what a beautiful day. I did a lot more writing. And I actually did some more editing last night. It was really fun. That reminds me, I need to get an image set up pretty soon so I can just put that in there. Long story short, at some point I addressed the fact that my microwave decided to break while I was doing the streaming, so spoil a little sneak peek. I've got to take an image of my hand flipping off a microwave because it's being a problem on purpose. Of course, the microwave has since behaved itself, but you gotta do what you gotta do for the comedy. Not always, actually. But yeah, I was going through the first 8 or so minutes and I was like, man, some of these things are solid, and I'm like, I'm gonna forget some of these jokes a little later. So I need to get them at least either saved in some capacity or something, or I don't know. That does mean I've solidified the placement of a lot of the clips. Some stuff eventually might get nuked just for time and flow purposes, but for the most part so far, it's actually doing pretty well. I'm hoping that it's shorter than the Ventus video, despite the fact that it's one of the longer playthroughs, because it's not just Aqua's Birth by Sleep story, it's also her 0.2 story that I'm going to include. I'm very stoked about it. I've only gotten 8 minutes, not necessarily 8 minutes into the VOD, but like I've got 8 minutes of edited footage, almost 9. And there's like an hour of the first VOD left. There's 5 of them total, so I'm gonna be doing quite a bit. It's gonna be a fun time. As long as I don't keep in a bunch of unnecessary stuff, it'll be fine. And besides, if you wanted to watch the whole thing, then you can just watch the whole thing on the channel. Hopefully I saved a play. Yeah, I think I saved a playlist. I'm pretty sure I did. If I didn't, that's a boo-boo. As for Terra's, that one kind of has to be that long because, unfortunately, Terra's some of the playthrough for that is a half and half stream. So, yeah. Damn, not even 10 minutes in. At least that was the first big yawn that I've noticed. Goodness gracious me, I got the coughs again. Damn it. It's fine, I'll live. Just gonna sweep around and get whacked. Again. Oop, let's not do that, pal. That would have been just a little bit too much for comfort. Where are you? Get over here. There we go. Alright, we're gonna knock down to 26,000-ish. I say ish because it's over 26,000 and not 26,000 flat. There is a major difference between just crossing into 26,000 and actually being there. About 999 or something like that, give or take, of XP or 2. Nice. Whee! I might be on the quieter side today. Just maybe. I decided to rewatch the Persona 4 animation, specifically the OG one, because I'm not... Don't get me wrong, I'm sure Golden is just fine, but it feels like Golden just assumes that you know what has happened, and it's just like, I just want to watch the story straight out. I don't want to have to go through all this extra stuff, and who the frick is this girl? I'm pretty sure that I probably accidentally just insulted some fans of hers, but I don't know. To be fair, I also experienced the entirety of the Persona 4 animation by someone's careful editing process. It's gone now. It's long gone. But of the original series, it was pretty good. So I found some uploads of it from the actual copyright holder. So I'm watching those in the Japanese dub. They don't have the English dub out. Sad. Not that I don't enjoy the Japanese dub, it's actually pretty good so far. And it forces me to actually sit up and pay attention. It's easy to get distracted on an English dub, because you already know what people are saying based on the context of the you know what people are saying. You don't have to read the subtitles. Unless of course your native language is Japanese or you just know it, then yeah. Point is, you gotta actually pay attention if you don't know the language. Which, by the way, is something I forgot for a while, because there was this period of time where I was just watching a shit ton of Magical Girl anime. Specifically, I watched through the entirety of Cardcaptor Sakura in the Japanese dub because I couldn't stand the English dub. The English dub hurt my bones. It was... oof. The delivery on some of the dialogue was not stellar. It was not great. So I'm like, fuck it, Japanese dub it is. And then with Shugochara, I'm pretty sure either it was the same thing or it's only available in the Japanese dub, but either way, I was watching a lot of Japanese dub shows. Because the older series is just sometimes the dub is better than the sub. No, the dub is not better. English dub is not better in the older days. Some of them are alright, but yeah. Yeah. It's a mess. Point is, I got so used to it that I completely forgot multiple times in a row that I was watching it in Japanese and therefore couldn't understand what anybody was saying. This is a frequent occurrence. If I listen to a language long enough, my brain just registers it as, oh, you know this language. You don't have to worry about reading subtitles. And then after a little bit, I'm like, wait, what's going on again? And I'm like, shit, I did it again. Forgot this is not my language. It's kind of like how my brain autopilots into thinking that it can try to speak another person's language, especially even if, like, I've never learned a single word other than hello, or maybe a swear word that I've seen online or something like that. Like, that's it. But my brain's like, hey, you can totally speak this. And I'm like, no, I cannot. At least the gear switch for Spanish makes sense, because I have learned some Spanish. I'm a little out of practice. I've been putting off practicing. I literally have that app, I literally have an app downloaded for practicing, and I still haven't touched it. Mostly because I haven't set aside time. Like, I could, you know, maybe I could. Maybe I want to do that, To be fair, I've also been thoroughly distracted by other things. Including life stuff. So, I'm sure I can squeeze it in somehow. Ooh, I better adjust my seating position, actually. Oh my god, I could have gone into the wall and in through the door. Perfect. I had to adjust the sitting position so then I didn't make my hip pain much worse. You know what would be funny is if I got about like 5,420 this day, because then I would hit about 12,000 XP. We'll play it by ear. As per usual, let's play it by ear because I don't want to set too many expectations. I want this to be fun. That's always the trick with this, is I have to make it fun, otherwise it's going to be really hard to continue doing this chaotic endeavor. God, this is some lunacy. I love it. You know, I just thought of something, and I think this would be a really funny idea. Is to just start playing around with the filters on OBS. Because I discovered the filters a little while ago, including a thing where I could just put some text and marquee it. So in case Stream Elements decides to give me shit, I can find a new alert system and then just marquee get the marquee for the text at the top going again. I did not take out that last one. I did. Okay, apparently I... Shows what I know. I think there's a way to sepia tone this. I'm also just thinking of trying to make the streams at least a little more visually interesting than whatever the hell is going on here. Damn. I'm hoping to get a little bit more writing done tonight because I got distracted last night. Maybe some editing too. I think if I do some editing first, then it guarantees that I'll still do some writing, because if I do any writing, I ain't getting any editing done. Like, that straight up will not happen, because if I write, I go crazy with the writing. Throwback to middle school days where I wrote 21 pages within 3 days, which was a huge accomplishment for me at the time. Nowadays, my chaotic self will go knock out 8 pages in a day of a story. And stretch something out to like nearly 200 pages. I'm trying to think of the current... Let me look at it, actually. While I'm thinking about it. Hang on. I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing this while moving. Come on. Come on, old laptop. You can wake up. Into the wall I go. Oh, you little shit. Oh, come on. Laptop, really? You're getting pissy about me giving the other computer attention? It's been so bitter ever since. It's deciding today is the day that it decides to be a brat. Which I don't appreciate. There we go. Don't be an ass. Yeah, okay, so one of the drafts is 252 pages, and then the other one is 181. And then there's another story draft. It is not awake. Oh shit, hang on. And then there's another story that is... Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Oh, that's where it is. Scared the daylights out of me. I couldn't find it for half a second. I'm like, ah! Oh god, it's taking forever to load. It is, 535 pages, so, yeah, it's like a 200k, story, so it's a long-ass story. Let's be real here. When I get really locked in on a story, I go crazy with it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I love it when that happens. I have to be careful with some of my drafts though, because if I think too far ahead or if I outline too much, my brain thinks it's done. Ow, sorry about that. I'm putting on my sweater. Oh shit. There we go, that's much better. Anyway, whenever I outline something completely, and if I get too detailed in it, it ends up... My brain registers it as done and then never wants to pick it up again, or it's like, oh, but if I write it out in full, I'll deviate from the outline. Nowadays I am trying to break that... Whoa, what the hell? Okay. Nowadays I'm trying to break from trying to cling to the outline and just go around and eventually come back. Take a little detour, come back. Sometimes the detour is necessary, and sometimes I think the detours are a little bit over the top and ridiculous. But they're fun. Plus the first draft is just for getting the main point across, and then subsequent drafts is when you expand upon some of the paragraphs that you use to pass time and just try to get to the next major event, and then those end up becoming more major events, and they flesh out the subplots, and it's great. Those are extra fun. Like, the one that I've been taking a crack at for the past few days, its previous draft was only, like, the very first iteration of it. I don't even know how long the super first iteration of it was. But the one that I adapted it from, that's technically the first draft now, that one was like only 40-something pages, and only half of that was the actual chunk of the story. The other half was like the quote-unquote sequel. So the second draft, that one is the one that's about 200-something pages right now. It's done, so it is 200 pages. And the third draft is 180. And those two are not page for page right now. There's still like some of the main points and segments from the original draft there. From the first draft? Yeah, that's the one. And then same goes for the second draft. I've reshuffled a few things already, and am planning on reshuffling a couple of like event sequences for this third draft. Just because there's something that was a little bit out of sync. There's a couple of events, a couple of things that a character goes to on Christmas Eve, and then one that needs to take place on Christmas Day, so instead of just skipping over that, I'm actually expanding on some of the event stuff and giving more development to some of the side characters, because the main character is always in her head. She is very stuck in her head and is a absolute trash heap. Relatively decent human being, but is on a frequent basis is the visual equivalent of a dumpster fire. Can and will be covered in dirt and equipment half destroyed sort of deal. It's one of those fantasy stories. It's also extra fun because she doesn't always win a fight. Sometimes she gets her ass kicked real bad. It's so funny. And also she deals with consequences of her actions, like, there's a couple of instances where she really stresses people out and they're like, no, we're not allowing this. I kind of wrote a cycle of addiction for her character, of constantly being addicted to getting stronger, getting more and more powerful because she wants to be able to protect the people that she failed to protect at the beginning of her journey. So she wants to make amends for that and get to the end and so forth. And that ends up creating a drive for what is essentially an addiction to getting stronger. And sometimes she has to slow the hell down and chill out. So yeah, that's a fun one. It's so funny. I have 2 stories and they both have little holiday episodes that I need to complete writing. One of them has a little bit more urgency for getting it done just because it's out in the open. So I need to get it done. That would be great if I did. I need to sit down and watch some more. I need to watch some holiday episodes of some shows. I think that would be a good idea. Not necessarily like Christmas movies, but like I say holiday episodes of shows because to just show characters having fun, being silly. Maybe there's a fun little thing that happens in that little episode. But something nice and steady before everything goes to shit, as I say. A calm before the storm, if you will. It's gonna be fun. Unfortunately, I thought it's so funny too, because I thought the story was gonna end a few chapters ago, but then I realized, oh shit, I still have a couple of things that I need to amend. So once I've fully amended things and tied it all off, it'll be officially done and I'll be able to rest. I need to make a backup copy of the current file so then I don't lose it. Holy crap. I would freaking cry if I lost that. There's so many stories I want to write and tell. So many. It's a lot of fun. That just reminded me of one of Coley Does Things' videos where I think she did if fanfic writers were streamers or something like that, and showing like all the different types of potential streamers that would exist in that realm, and it was really freaking funny. My personal favorite was the one where it was just a blank Word document for a while because the person, the quote-unquote streamer in the perspective couldn't figure out what to write. Something that a lot of writers can relate to is staring at a blank Word document and thinking, where am I gonna go with this? And it's just blank, so you don't know where you're going at all. I love it. It's good times. Since I'm thinking about it, I really want to play with the sepia tone. Can I just slap a filter on this? Or it's not gonna slap a filter on there, is it? No, it's different. Can I slap a filter on this? I don't think I can slap a filter on this. That'd be kind of dumb, actually, now that I think about it. Hey, wait a minute. Okay, that's enough. Sorry, chat. I had to do it at least once. It was right there. Okay. Wait. Okay, never mind. I really shouldn't play chicken with my... I really shouldn't play chicken with my capture card device thing. So I can't add filters to it. No, don't hit the defaults button, you goofball. You're gonna break something. Oh wait, there it is. Source filters! Yay! Oh, this is gonna be so bad. I already can see this coming. So I can desaturate it. Let's see, desaturated. Wait, are you seeing this live? Oh my god, I think you're actually seeing this live. Yay! Now we're grayscaled. Is it gonna desaturate on the other screen? Oh, there it goes. It always takes a second. Or we can ultra saturate it. Make it so saturated that it's ridiculous. Okay, let's slap it back to the defaults real quick. And then we can turn up the brightness. I'm gonna be careful about playing. Okay, that just doesn't. And then we can make it real dark. We can make it practically the void. Okay, let's put it back to normal. Let me just grab that down to where it's supposed to be. I purposely ran into some of those too. There we go. I can mess with the contrast. Want to mess with the contrast? We're messing with the contrast! Okay. I gotta be careful. Not me just playing with the filters. Hey, it's funny to me, okay? And then, lastly, let's mess with the gamma. Okay, the gamma just looks like I'm messing with the brightness. Ah yes, we're ascending to heaven now. Okay, now we are no longer ascending and going into the void. Oh, that looks so crazy. Hang on, let me look at that. That looks ridiculous. Alright, back to what we were doing. We can mess with opacity, but opacity doesn't really do much. And then finally, hue shift. We can make it like a 2000s era music video. Windows Movie Maker type shit. That is crazy looking, actually. Okay, let's delete that. Let's stop playing with the effect filters. Oh, that was totally worth it though. That was really funny. Okay, last filter. We can have it scroll horizontally. We can make it go real fast across the screen. We can also do this. Just make it infinitely worse. And then we can make it switch the other way. And then we are going to trash it. And close this and continue with our regularly scheduled programming. Okay, I admit that was way too much fun. Oh, I get to see the time traveled stuff. Oh my gosh. I apologize to the VOD watchers who had to motion stick their way through that. I am super proud of you for sticking through it. Thank you for letting me indulge in my silliness. That was way too much fun. Oh wait, I can just go swinging. Maybe if I actually do some damage, that would help. And actually walk up to the enemies instead of into a wall. I'm gonna be honest, I was totally playing through the screen in OBS instead of the actual television screen. Because as long as the PS4 is actually putting power into the television to give the screen, the television doesn't necessarily have to be on. So I could just play this while it's just running in OBS and not have the TV on. I just keep the TV on because it's way easier to see from where I'm sitting. And because I like this chair, as I call it, better. 1 second. Gonna get right up close to something so then I can fix my setup and lean back a little bit because I want to lean back. It's not always fun to sit up, okay? And I don't feel like standing just yet. You know what's funny is, ironically, I'm pretty sure my leg would feel better if I wasn't sitting. Whee! That is a-okay. I am perfectly fine with this. I'm gonna take some more damage first, actually. Tis a good day to get walloped by some dusks, only to wallop them right back. There we go, problem solved. There we go. Thank you. Okay, let's get a couple of those Orbeez to get Roxas to chill out. So that he doesn't feel like he's dying. I just remembered I never actually finished Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I know how it ends because I've seen the little bits that are left, but for the longest time, only 4 parts were available on Netflix when I was watching it. I can probably go back and finish it, but it's been such a long time. There's a lot of series that I still haven't finished yet, honestly. And yes, that does include the trash one that I mentioned the other day. I don't know if I want to finish the trash one, actually, but it's there. I still haven't finished Shugachara, so... that one's chaotic as hell. It's mostly chaotic because of some of the old anime type stuff. You know, basically anime bullshit type things. There's like a minimal amount because it was designated for smallish children, but still. Show's crazy. Wee. 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 Okay. Oh, shit. Haven't done that in a little bit. Autopilot braid. Well, that was interesting. Nice, okay. We had a brief glitch. It says no drop frames, but I call bullshit. It's maybe like half a frame or something that went hippity hoppity. It went hippity hoppity. I'm leaving your property. There we go. Nailed it. Oops, that's a 4. That's okay. I am A-okay with that. Oh, if my damn hip would stop screeching at me for 2 minutes, that'd be grand. I might actually have to do the standing up thing sooner than expected. But I don't want to. That reminds me, I also need to stretch out my arm because my yard work decided that it was going to cause me pain. Well, actually, it's more like my arm decided it's time for pain. And I'm like, thanks. It's mostly just because I don't work out as much as I used to. I used to be a beast. Scariest thing on the planet. Not really. Honestly, at first glance, I look anything but scary. It is both my greatest strength and most annoying thing ever. Highway to the danger zone. Danger zone. I think about it, I don't think I ever watched Top Gun. I wonder if we have it. If we had it, it would have been on VHS. Probably don't have it anymore. Okay, no. Goodness me. Doing all sorts of hopping around just to get whacked. That's 4. Called it from a mile away. Well, less than a mile, more like right when I saw that the HP bar was at more than half. This is still more than half. I think this is about 12 or 11. There we go. Yep, that was 11. Whee! I'm already ready to go to bed. What the hell? Guess it's just one of those days where I'm just a little bit more tired than usual. I didn't stay up that late last night either. And I actually remembered to make myself dinner. Funny enough, last night after I preheated the oven, I completely forgot about it until I went downstairs again, and I was like, ah, shit. So I just turned off the oven and ate an apple instead. Such is life. But it was a good thing that I did that because I still had a foiled tray for today, so that I can make food today instead. Mm. Technically the foil isn't necessary, but I just like it because it means I don't have to wash the pan. It reminds me of back in college. I would heat up some food, and it would sometimes it would just finish right before I needed to go to class. So what I would do is I would get some aluminum foil, pour that shit into the aluminum foil, because it was just like, it was basically little mini corn dogs and fries. One of the times was when we were supposed to be watching a movie in class. So I just ate my breakfast or lunch. I ate my lunch in the middle of class. To be fair, I think part of the time and part of the reason why I was still able to eat is because I wasn't watching the screen directly, I was just listening to it. People probably thought I was a lunatic. It was for the child and adolescent development class. Because I needed another credit, so I'm like, well, fuck it, let's do it. It was actually a really good course. Instead of those nightmare, like, fake real babies, they just did, like, a virtual child raising thing. You answer a few questions from time to time, depending on which stages you're at. You do the homework, you write down things. You evaluate what parenting styles you did at the end of the class. It was actually a really informative one. And it reminded me that, once again, humans are it's a very difficult work to raise a human. It's a very, very difficult task. That's off to the kids who make it through it without, help. I'm gonna need more damage. I'm gonna have, hopefully, I remember that I have things I need to take care of tomorrow, which is including but not limited to working on the Aqua video, the highlights video. I'm thinking of changing the Terra's playthrough video to Terra Birth by Sleep, but the controller is slightly broken. What do you think, chat? It's funny how now my controller, the original controller, behaves itself so much better now. I think it's nuts. It's like, oh, you wanted to make something out of this? Too bad. Sucks to be you. I'm like, thanks. Thanks, controller. I appreciate that you're fixing yourself. Lots to do, lots to do. Maybe I'm having post-food coma. Maybe I'm not running on a peanut butter sandwich. That is a fact, by the way. I am not running on it. There is no peanut butter in my system today. Because I finally made my waffles. I mean, I could always put peanut butter on my waffles. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe tomorrow I'll put one peanut butter on a waffle. Good job. A peanut butter? I'll put peanut butter on 1/4 of a waffle. There we go. Finally got there in the end. Jesus Christ. Oh wait, I need to take damage. Well, I don't necessarily need to take damage. I would just like to get 8 XP out of these fellas, and I can't do that if I'm at 10 or above HP. Staying in the low is a dangerous game. I just got thinking again about how Star Wars has those Windows Movie Maker type transitions, like using the wipe transitions. Especially in the prequels. I love it. That'd be kind of funny, trying to edit a movie like the Star Wars prequels, and it's mainly just the transitions. I haven't watched those in a long time. I should do that. It's been such a long time. I need to watch my DVDs again. Well, it's actually the family DVDs, but I need to watch them again. I also remembered I got the entirety of Magic School Bus. I should find the disc with the episode that has the Star Trek parody. That'd be great. It's funny that I said this is practically a long podcast at this point. I mean, I'm not necessarily wrong, it's just an unedited one which has a periodic long silence. Maybe when I get to level 70, I'll email some Kingdom Hearts YouTuber and be like, yo, you want to chat with me about this stupid thing while I go through this? Chat away and such. I'll have to figure out who I would ask. And then I would also have to do a little pre-stream test to make sure everything works. I mean, that wouldn't be hard. All I'd have to do is just add... I think I'd have to add Discord as an audio source, and then I'd be able to isolate it. I think I can do that. Let me check. Since I'm here, since I'm mucking around with this, what's hidden? Oh, the stars one. Because it thinks it's a video. Can I add anything? Okay, no, that's not it. Options. Oh, okay. Hang on. Oh, audio input. Okay. Okay, that is excessively unhelpful. Cancel. Let me just, remove that. Oh god. I am so sorry for the double sound. God knows how that must have sounded. Okay, so I don't actually know how I would be able to do it. I would just have to find a way to make sure that the... Well, actually, let me see. Oh, okay. That's how I would do it. I would just have to stop monitoring the... I would just have to stop monitoring the video captured through my ears and then turn desktop audio back on. Because right now it's muted, otherwise it'll double the audio on the stream for the capture card. Okay, cool. I think I figured it out. Awesome. Perfect, and once more to take them all down. Ouch. Oh my god, I'm actually thinking it might actually be the peanut butter. Huh. Can't see that. Ouch. Sorry, that stupid hip is really pissing me off. It's really, really pissing me off, actually. And I don't want to stand, because that also hurts. Everything hurts! Ah! It's because you don't stretch properly, Yellowfang, that's why. That's why.
Gotta make sure I can put my hands way up and maybe even over because it is very necessary to be able to do this.
Big stretch. That felt kind of nice. Gonna have to realign some stuff. That's not gonna be fun. Whee! Hey, we're below 25,000. Oh. Let's take some damage first, actually. Take it all in on your stride. It is drinking, falling down. Love forever, love is right. Oh, forever, you and me. Windmill for the ride. Is everybody in? You know, I'm just thinking of this right now. And I wonder if maybe, just maybe, I might swap the days for Dream Drop Distance. Basically swap Tuesdays and Thursdays schedule. The reason I say this is because I do back-to-back level 99, and then a couple days later, I do Dream Drop Distance. I mean, technically speaking, it is still technically back-to-back in terms of stream scheduling, if I did that swap. But it wouldn't be like 2 days in a row. These are things I must ponder. I should look at my Steam library in a bit. I think I might do that via my phone instead of... I did think about doing my Steam through my desktop. I probably should have done that instead. Oh well, Steam's already up. What the fudge is going on? One of my applications has like 21 notifications. Holy shit. What is going on there? Okay, it calmed down. But what the hell was that? Yeah, let's look at Steam through not that. Hey, brain, where are you going? Focus. Focus, honey. Good lord. Hocus pocus. Oh my god, I forgot to turn on the orb again. Hocus pocus, I've lost my focus. Ugh. Ouch. Everything hurts. Right. I was gonna take a look-a-rooney at Steam and see what is currently in my arsenal. And go from there, even though I could probably just as easily look at my arsenal off stream, but who am I kidding? I haven't played Human Fall Flat in a while, and my friends and I managed to complete all of my episodes of that. That's not the case for everyone. I think I'm the only one who's completed all the episodes, shockingly enough, by the way. Okay, Ace Academy. I've recorded an episode before, and then I recorded an episode again, and then I just proceeded to not play it. I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna do about that one. I think in those particular cases I should just cut it down to like 30-minute episodes and then maybe bulk record on those days. Kind of like how Game Grumps, you know how they have that timer for about 10-minute episode for like 15-minute episodes or something like that, and they do times up and they go, okay, next time on this, they go like that. I think adopting that might be of help. Let's take a look. Okay. So, don't die, please. Please don't die. That would be ideal not to die. I have to respawn these suckers. I was gonna say, how the hell is this guy not respawning? Get back here. I don't want to go to the door. Okay, this isn't a multiplayer game, so... oh my god. Focus! Okay, this is just a practice with... aim training. Oh, I forgot I had Battle Block Theater. I could probably ping one of my friends. It's been a long ass time since we've done anything together. I need to gain more friends. As in game with more friends. Ooh, BioShock Infinite. That one's fun. I say that one's fun knowing damn well the content of the game. And thinking, ooh, that's gonna be a spicy time. Okay, Brawlhalla. Brothers. One of my friends has played it. They said it was pretty good. That might be worth a go since I never got around to playing it, gosh darn it. I got Bully a few years back. Ooh, I wonder if City Skylines might be fun to do. Counter-Strike. When did I even play Counter-Strike? I've played Counter-Strike for 1 minute, according to this. This one looks like something that's related to Lovecraftian stuff. 3 Danganronpa games that one of them I started a while ago and still haven't finished. Deceit, that's a multiplayer game. Same with Destiny 2. Why did I install Doki Doki Literature Club? What is wrong with me? Well, I didn't install it, but it's there. Okay, I do have... I have a ridiculous arsenal. Okay. I need to just sit down and play some of my damn games. That's what I need to do. Either I record them or I stream them. Okay, if I start having a better, like, okay, my stamina for streaming has gone up significantly, so if I can add a new day to streaming, that would be kind of cool. But I don't think it'll be at the same time of day like I usually do. Because basically it's like I start at like 9:30 for Eastern Standard Time. Or I guess right now it's Eastern Daylight Time. But point is, Eastern Time, 9:30, Pacific Time, 6:30. So it's like really friggin' late for everybody else in the world. I wonder at times if maybe, just maybe, I need to add a new day of stream. And that is when I start experimenting with going with an earlier time on that day. I'm not eyeballing Friday right now, but Saturday doesn't seem like one of those days where I'd want to be up in the morning, but at the same time, that kind of sounds... it sounds kind of fun. But I also might want to save those days for editing. I'm just spitballing here. I want to do more with my channel other than just streaming because that's pretty much what I've been doing for a good chunk of a couple of months. And I'd like to get the ball rolling a little bit more. I have a backlog, I need to use it. Plus, it's not just the Steam backlog, there's also some old computer games that I think if I can manage to get them to run, or at least hook them up to the capture card setup thing, that would be awesome. I can't... Oh god dang it, because of where I'm streaming from with the desktop, it's gonna be really difficult to do the dual setup for the other desktop. They're like across the room from each other. God, this stream setup is so friggin' annoying. I need to rotate the shit out of my room, but unfortunately there's only so many rotations that I can do. And since the television is set up on a piano, I'm limited to the piano being on interior walls. Get rotated, idiot. I don't know why that's funny to me. Well, we'll work with our current console backlog and so forth and go from there. What's funny is because of my Steam backlog, I'm going to figure out very quickly what type of games I actually enjoy playing more, because I've got a strange variety of them. Like, there's some visual novels, there's some multiplayer games, some first-person shooters. One of them I actually have played. I played Insurgency a while back, and that was pretty fun. Wait, did I chase them all the way there? That's insane. Okay. That is actually crazy. I love that. Oh. Oh. I think it's just a matter of sit down and do the thing now. It really is just a matter of sit down, record the thing, edit the thing, bada bing, bada boom. practiced some guitar today. It's kind of fun. My fingertips hurt though from pressing on the frets. It's one of those, once again, if I practice more, I won't have as much trouble. It's always that. Oh, it's flying around. Whee! It is. It very much is. Hello! Welcome to the stream. I'm doing a level 99 grind before I even reach Twilight Thorn. We are currently at level 53 and slowly on track to making our way to level 54. Yeah, it's been pretty nuts. I started again back in September because the file was at level 19 when I left it alone for a few years in college, because I started this back in college and then I stopped when I hit level 19 or so because I had to finish my school stuff. And then a little while later I'm like, hey, I want to stream again. Hey, I haven't done that level 99 challenge. There we go, 2 birds with 1 stone. Figure out and establish a stream schedule at the same time. I go crazy beating the same 10 dusks over and over. Oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little boring, and then every once in a while I get distracted by something. Like one time I got distracted by a clock in the room and spent like 10-20 minutes messing with it, trying to get it to run, because it's an old mechanical clock. Yeah. Oh, I thank you. I think that's probably because I'm the only person that's lunatic enough to do this. I've only heard of like 1 or 2 other people doing this, and they did this in the area for, they did it in the area right before you go up to the mansion, when nobody's constantly spawning. I can't remember which streamer or YouTuber it was, but he did that, which meant that the increments were a lot larger. Yeah. Yeah, in Twilight Town, like, when all of the nobodies are spawning before you even head up to the mansion, that's where he was doing the level grind there. I remember hearing about it a while ago. Yeah. No, it is a tough grind. At my old job, I used to do data entry and stuff like that, and so there was always constantly new data coming in, and sometimes I would have to recombine records because it was duplicate entries and so forth, so I had to combine duplicate records and so forth, but it's basically like digging in a pile of gravel. As you dig, more gravel from higher ups just starts falling on top of it. This is a little bit easier than dealing with a pile of gravel, because once the gravel's gone, it's gone. It's like digging a hole in dirt instead of gravel. Yeah. But I think that time was... Yeah, I think that time was what inoculated me for sanity. Also occasionally taking breaks, doing mathematics on how many dusks I have left. Keeps me sane. Yeah. Yeah, I used to do a lot of data entry for information and so forth. I wish I played around a little bit more with Excel files. I just worked directly within the system, which was probably not as efficient. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. It was a little rough, but I liked it a lot. I would listen to podcasts and I would have a break time because I also dealt with rolling in. I was like part of the process of onboarding, so I was one of the last steps. So occasionally someone would come in being onboarded and I would be like, okay, time to take a break. That's awesome. Good luck to you with studying data science, because I was a computer science major, so I think there's like some things that parallel, and then there's gonna be some stuff that you know and specialize more than I will. OBS had a hiccup just now. That's okay. Yeah. Oh, nice! Dude! So then you're getting your master's then. Damn, that's awesome. Hats off to you. Yeah. Funny enough, part of me wishes I did mathematics instead, because I think I might have had a little bit more fun with math. I liked doing math even when I was in high school and stuff. I got to learn calculus in later high school because I started on my algebra back in middle school, and that skipped me ahead to geometry stuffs and so forth, and yeah, it was a good time. Plus we were required at my high school to take 4 years of math instead of like 2 or 3 or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a little out of practice though. That's true, yeah, but since I've graduated and stuff, I won't. If I went to do like a second major or something like that, I would have to crack out the old figuring out how to do scholarships, because FAFSA ain't gonna help me anymore. I'm US based, and once you get your first bachelor's degree, they're like, oh, too bad, sucker, no more FAFSA for you, and I'm like, shoot. I would bank on that. I'd probably be able to figure it out. Yeah. Yeah. One thing, once a few things get more leveled out, I might go back to school for, shoot, I don't even know yet. Yeah. Aw, thanks. That's really kind of you to say. Oh. Maybe I should sign up for that one. There's like a few courses that are free from Harvard and stuff, and then if you pay, you get the certificate at the end once you complete all the stuff. I've been thinking of doing that for meteorology, because as a kid growing up, I used to be obsessed, and I mean obsessed, with weather. I used to know the names of all the different cloud types. I actually put the certificate on the wall. It's definitely out of date, of completing a weather spotter course. It's not like the official weather spotter course, but they don't do the spotter courses anymore. I'm gonna have to find, and the pages for finding one online are like 404, so I'm like, well, shoot. That's a problem. Yeah. That is crazy. Yeah. Did you also have a phase of obsession with volcanoes? 'Cause I definitely did. Same with geology. Those were both a lot of fun. I still have my rock collection. Thank God I still have my rock collection. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I think there was I think National Geographic used to put out these kids magazines, and there was this one that I used to read over and over. It was the one about volcanoes, because I thought it was so cool and fascinating. It was one of my favorites. Or maybe, no, it wasn't National Geographic Kids. I can't remember what it was. But I remember the font, and I vaguely remember what the cover of the magazine looked like. But it was all about volcanoes, and it was really cool stuff. And it was really readable, which I always loved. I also used to have, along with the rock collection, there was this box that it came with where it would have, they would like send a stack of cards with information on them, and I stuffed them in this little treasure chest box. I wish I hadn't gotten rid of that. It was in that, you know, that phase that some folks get where they are like, oh, I gotta be grown up now. And I'm just like, why the hell did I do that? That was a really good resource. Sometimes, goodness me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I still had those. I wish I could find the mail order subscription thing and just start it again. But it's probably defunct by now. I still have the rocks that they sent. They would always send 3 rocks every package. It was really cool. Some of the labels I kept and some of them I forgot because I was like, oh, I'll just memorize them. I'll remember. And now I'm just like, what rock are you? All I remember is some of the properties of some of these things. Like the one that if you put moisture on it, it will break itself apart. I don't remember what it's called, but I remember that it does that. Yeah. It's good stuff. Earth sciences are so much fun. Yeah. I still can't believe it took me so long to, like, I sometimes, oh, am I kidding? I browse Reddit a lot. Ooh, fave character? Oh, that's a tough one. It kind of depends on the game, I think. Because I know in Birth by Sleep, I seem to favor Terra quite a bit. My poor boy, he's very naive and way too trusting. I called him a Disney princess during my Aqua playthrough because I'm like, this poor boy, he's cursed by his naivety. Yeah. Him and Sora. I love Sora so much. He's such a sweet boy, and watching his descent into depression was painful. Really painful. Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, they're so fun. Yeah, I love the fact that they gave Terra parallels to Riku, except for Terra, he kind of ended up going not the right direction, but mainly because he was excessively deceived. And meanwhile, Riku, he started turning around pretty quick. And Terra didn't really get a chance to turn around. He got stuck in his spot. But I love the parallels that they have. Yeah. It's good stuff. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, funny story. Part of how I got into Kingdom Hearts in the first place was, like, part of it was just AMVs on YouTube. I'm like, oh, what's that? That looks interesting. I think it was around, it was definitely after KH2 came out. Who am I kidding? And one of the first game playthroughs I watched, because at the time I didn't have the ability to get the games, was of Chain of Memories of all things, specifically the remake for the PS2. And for the longest time, up until I heard Marluxia's voice, I thought he was a pretty lady. And then I heard the deep voice come out, and I'm like, oh shoot. Yeah. That was my dive into anime and stuff like that. Yeah. Nowadays I can probably pick out if a character is male or female or something a little easier, but back then I was like, "Oh, long pink hair, I'm a pretty girl." And nope. No, that is a pretty man. Oh, man. That was so funny. Yeah. It definitely made my entry into learning about the series a little bit wonky. And then I ended up watching other people's playthroughs of some of the other games. Like, I don't remember much of watching someone's playthrough of KH1. I think I just got the general idea of it. KH2 was kind of vague. I mostly watched... There was like this one fella, I don't know if he uploads Kingdom Hearts anymore, but I remember watching either his KH1 or KH2 playthrough, but that was one of the ones. And then when Birth by Sleep came out, I watched people's playthroughs on the PSP. I didn't get to play my first Kingdom Hearts game until... I think it was like when the 1.5... No, it was the 2.5 remix on the PS3. I don't remember what year that was. I think there's a video somewhere of me fighting Zaldin on the PS3 version. Because I was house sitting for my friend, and my friend was like, "Yeah, you can use my PS3 to play Kingdom Hearts 2." And I'm like, hell yeah. Because she was the one who got me the game in the first place, which was so awesome. I am still forever grateful, and I still have that game on my shelf. I don't have a PS3, so I can't play it, but it's still there. Yeah. The load times for drive forms were nightmarish, though, so I barely used them. But yeah, I think there's a video somewhere on my YouTube channel of me recording me trying to fight Zaldin. I did actually beat him afterwards, but my phone camera cut off in the middle of it. He still gave me a bit of grief years later when I did when I played through this for the first time again on the PS4. And it was worse because I was on crit mode, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Zaldin was a little bit easier for me, just only a teeny bit though. He's still a nightmare, but he hasn't given me as much grief as Saïx did. Saïx, oh my gosh. He was horrible, because with Zaldin, I was lucky enough to have Mickey constantly saving my butt because I could never quite save Sora, so he kept coming back. He came back like 4 times in a row, yeah. Mickey came back 4 times in a row. Meanwhile, with Saïx, there's no saving me. It's just getting destroyed over and over. And I finally remembered the power of Reflect and got Magnet the heck out of there so that I would stop using it. On the bright side, I got a hilarious compilation of me dying over and over again and turned that into a video, so worth it. And I'll do the same thing when I finally beat Xemnas, because the other day when I was doing a playthrough of Birth by Sleep, Ventus... Yeah, it's on my YouTube. Yeah, I call it Saïx is the worst because he is the worst. And it's including one of my earliest Kingdom Hearts streams because I thought I was going to finish KH2 on that first stream. Yeah, it didn't happen because, again, Saïx. Yeah, but I'll probably do the same thing once I beat Xemnas. He beat the tar out of me the last time I tried to fight him. I've only tried to fight and finish the game once, and after final Xemnas kicked my butt for like I don't even know how many times. I'll have to look back at the VOD to see what happened, but it was definitely more than 5 times, I think. But after the last one, I was just like, oh, okay, he's about to make me cry from bullying me so much. I need to stop. It's not the first time a final boss has given me grief, though. Because when I was first playing KH1, the first stage of World of Chaos Ansem, that one, he kept destroying me. Because Donald and Goofy are actually helpful to me in the games. I very much relied on them because I kind of played tank. I have a bad habit of tank rolling, and with tank you're supposed to be a damage sponge, but you can't be a damage sponge when you only have 60 HP. But yeah. Yeah, for the most part, Donald actually does heal me at good times. Especially in KH1, he came in clutch. It took me forever to finally beat KH1. Like, I had to stop for a while because there was like some stuff going on, and that plus the added stress of just trying to beat a game, it ended up causing a physical reaction. Like, a couple of my muscles tensed up really bad. I'm like, oh, okay, I need to take a break. And then I finally beat him in college, surrounded by friends. And I still have the recording from that day. It was so funny. Yeah. I'm gonna have to look at how I set up Donald and Goofy again if I ever play KH2. No, KH1 again. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been here in this tiny area for over 200 hours. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to look at how I set up Donald again the next time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and just yesterday, someone did the math for me and was like, yeah, you're only about 17% done. I'm like, oh, yeah. It was a glorious day when I got to 10%. I'm like, oh, hey, that's not so bad. You know what? Actually, no. That's not so bad, because that means I'm only 3% away from 20%. Which means I'll be a fifth of the way done. Oh. This game has been teaching me patience, or at least playing it like this has been teaching me a lot of patience. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Plus with the I think with the XP boost, the XP boost has definitely saved me some sanity. Technically I did some streaming a few years ago. I'm trying to remember when I like first opened my stream account, but I've mostly been a consistent streamer for about 10 months now. Like, I started streaming on a regular basis since September 24th of last year. But I did do some streams a while ago where I've saved some VODs from... I did a New Year's playthrough of an old Harry Potter game a while back. I played through a Destiny 2 campaign. I still can't believe I saved the VODs for all of those, but I'm glad I did. Oh, thank you. I drew the little kitty cat myself. It was kind of on a whim when I first made my channel banner, because it's more than just the little kitty cat head. It has like the whole, it's like sitting and then the tail kind of is all fluffy out. I'm really glad that I drew the full thing like that, because I ended up using that for one of the thumbnails and slightly adjusting the paw so then it looks like it's holding the roulette wheel on the Terra video. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I'm really glad that I was able to make it look nice. I've done subsequent attempts to like try to redraw it to make it a little fancier, but I don't think I can do it quite the amount of justice. It's one of those things where every once in a while I try to draw something and it looks really, really good, and then I try to draw things similar to that on another day. I'm like, yeah, I can draw, and then I'm like, oh dear, what am I drawing? It's like lightning strikes. It only happens every once in a while that something turns out well. Yeah. That is crazy. But also really cool. Yeah. There was like a whole month where I actually had some stuff turn out. Like, it was for an Inktober thing, except it was themed around some Minecraft series of Hermitcraft and the Life series. It was when Double Life had just come out a little afterwards, so there was like some theme. It was like, okay, draw something related to Hermitcraft or Double Life based on these prompts. And I'm like, okay! And I drew them all on sticky notes. For 30 days straight. And then I posted them on Twitter.com. Because I refuse to call it anything but Twitter. That one was fun. Yeah. I don't know what it is about sticky notes and small pieces of scrap paper, but for some reason I have more fun drawing on little scrap papers. Like, when we got handouts for this one class in school, it was just like little handout pamphlet thingies made of just plain old printer paper. I would draw on the back of every single one of them. I would draw little character designs. Like one time I drew a whole robot. Funny enough, doing the robot drawing, it helped me kind of figure out some of the anatomy and joints and stuff, and it also helps me draw hands better when I think of it like that. I also drew a character who was supposedly built said robot and had a mechanical hand. It was mostly mechanical from the wrist up for the character. I think I also drew human versions of the main 6 from My Little Pony at one point as well during that class. It was really funny. I wonder if that was pre-Equestria Girls. I'd have to check the year that Equestria Girls came out. Funny thing too, I actually also, it'll show up for sure on the VOD, but the starting soon screen, I also drew up that one. Technically, I drew over the top of a drawing that I had in my notebook years ago, and just added some extra details to it, and some color. But, yeah. Drew that one too. And the original starting soon screen. The original starting soon screen, I liked it a lot, but I felt like I needed to change it up, because it's been a while. Plus it matches my YouTube channel banner, and I think I need to shuffle some things around. Just a little updating. It's kind of like getting a new outfit every once in a while. Sometimes you just gotta get a nice, fresh new outfit to liven things up, and then eventually cycle out some of the old wardrobe in a way. Yeah. Ah! I am not adding to the non-existent death counter. One thing I'm gonna do once I hit level 99, I keep saying this over and over so then I make sure I don't forget. Yes, I have heard of Undertale. I'm gonna finish my thought real quick. Once I get to level 99, that current level thing, it's gonna change from current level to death count, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up dying at level 99 despite the fact that I shouldn't. But yes, I have heard of Undertale. I still haven't played it all the way through yet. I have it in my Steam library, but I never got around to playing through it entirely. I started a while ago, and did I get to how far did I get? It's been so long, and I don't know if I have no. Oh, I don't think I played it on that. No, did I play it on the newer device? I think I did. I think I have the recording somewhere in my hard drive. Let me take a look. It won't show on the screen, but I can look at my hard drive for the stream saving, because I make sure to save backups of all my streams just as an archive habit. And in case something gets nuked or corrupted or something like that. Ah, where's the raw files? There they are. Oh my gosh, I need thumbnails. Thumbnails, view, large icons. Huh, that's interesting. I don't think I have that anymore. Darn. I know it's saved somewhere. Huh. Maybe I didn't record it. I don't think I recorded it. No, I think I did a test stream a while back. Like, this was a really far back time. Where I did a little test stream on PC. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome! Congrats on starting the streaming journey, and also, that is actually a pretty good game to start with, in my opinion. Undertale's a pretty good game. I still need to play it. One day I will play it, but not quite yet. Maybe when I figure out whether or not I want to opt for a 4th stream in a week. That'd be fun. Yeah. Yeah. For now, I've figured out at least the times that I like and the days that I like, but I'm thinking every once in a while, sometimes I just want to add a 4th one and it be something completely different. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do a recording of the playthrough instead. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Yeah. Did you ever get to see the musical that a bunch of folks made a while back? I think the video is still on YouTube, because the premiere ended up saving. They didn't intend to save it and just have it premiere once, but they ended up keeping it up. Oh yeah, there's a whole musical that a group of people made. It's actually really good. There's been a few nights where I just sat down, and this was a while ago that I did this, but there have been a few nights where I just put on the Undertale musical and I fell asleep to that a couple of times. They did a really good job of adapting the songs and adding lyrics to them. Yeah, I believe it's on YouTube. If you looked up Undertale the Musical, it's definitely up there. I can't remember, but I think... Yeah, they did like a full musical for the main, like, technically neutral and pacifist route. Like, they added on the pacifist route as well. Uh-oh, the first one despawned. I'm gonna go get him. And then they also did one for the genocide route, but it's very short and they didn't actually like do the full musical because it technically wouldn't make sense to do that. Yeah. But yeah, it's a really good one. I love when people do musical adaptations. Oh gosh, goodness me. I was just saying earlier, because of my usual stream times, it's always up late for those, like, in, like, a lot of other time zones. Like, there's a... Yep. Called it. I was gonna say, it's, like, super late for folks in Europe, so my stream time isn't always the most convenient for a lot of people. Yeah, I'm a Pacific time zone in the US person. Yeah. Yeah. There's another musical somewhere out there. There's like a silly recording of a Portal 2 musical. That one was pretty good. Well, thank you so much. And it was really fun chatting with you too, Arya. Should I call you Arya Mira or just Arya or Mira, or I'll just go Arya Mira instead. I've had a lot of fun chatting with you too. Also, good luck on the streaming journey. Yeah. Alright. Awesome. Alright, Arya. You can call me Yellow Fang or any variants of Yellow or Fang or whichever. Whichever works. Oh, that's awesome! I thought about getting into VTubing a while back, but I haven't figured out any sort of character design yet. That's why I've been holding off on that so much. Yeah. True, yeah. Yeah, Fang does work better than just Yellow by itself. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff. Well, thank you so much. Don't feel obligated if you're too tired, though, okay? Aw, thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Gosh, I love this music. Yeah. It is, it really is. Ah! That's okay. Oops, that's a 4. Got him. I have no idea what I started off with on the XP today. I think it was like 24 something. Yeah. Alright. Thank you so much. You have a good night too, Arya. Hopefully you get plenty of rest and survive your school and stream journey and so forth. You have a good one. Yep. And also see you around. Have a good night. Ooh, I gotta take more damage so then I can get some 8s. I just remembered with the math, I can just take a lookaroo at my camera roll and go from there. Whoops. Okay, so I started off at 23,000... No, 27,310. That's what I started off with. I'm gonna grab the calculator while I'm thinking about it. Calculator? Okay, and I said 27,000. Oh shoot. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Calm down with the conga line of attacking. This is what I get for... Okay, 27,310. 310. Alright, cool. I've got it in there. Which means when I eventually add it back into the overlay, I will be able to do some crazy calculations. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong button. There's the stream manager. There's the babysitter of the streams. Huh. Alright, there we are. Da, da, da. Alrighty. How much did I get so far? 22,000? Dang! Oh, it's definitely a 5,000 XP day today. We have we are killing it today. Oh my gosh, I am actually absolutely annihilating this run this week. 6,000 and something yesterday. At least 5,000-ish today. It's gonna be at least 5,000. I haven't quite hit that threshold yet. Once the last three numbers are below 310, which is in about approximately 3 dusks, so long as I get 8 XP out of all 4 of them. As long as I get 24 XP out of these 3, which I need to take damage to be at half, we will officially hit taking out 5,000 XP, which is awesome. Boom! 5,000-ish XP. Technically 5,004 because I think I saw that say 306. So, nice. Which means I've done a total of 10,000-ish at least. I say at least because I just remembered that I did 6,000-ish yesterday and not 5,000. Nice. Trying to think of the number the other day was 6,000 something and 40 or something like that. I can't remember. I'm doing the mathematics because I like seeing how much progress I made. I'm surprised it hasn't driven me insane doing that, but I did have a period of time where I started to develop tetraphobia, and then I took a break by going on vacation, which was very necessary. Also, I just needed to get out of town. I'm very glad that I took that vacation because then it prevented me from getting weird about numbers. And just, I think partway through the stream, I think it was yesterday or something like that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna chill out. I'm not gonna worry about numbers and try to make specific rhythms. I'm just gonna have fun with it. And it's been working out ever since on keeping my sanity. Also, we get our sanity stream on Thursday of Dream Drop Distance, and we finally get to continue on. I think I'm doing the Country of Musketeers on Dream Drop Distance on Thursday, so that's gonna be a grand old time. I gotta work on being able to pay attention to chat during the more upbeat, like up and going story games. I've noticed that I have a little bit more trouble paying attention to chat during those because I'm focused on playing the game and stuff like that, but I also need to pay attention to people who are watching. So that way when they say hello, I can say hello back. That sort of thing. Ooh, the sky looks nice out. But the most I can say is that it's overcast and it looks lovely. I love clouds. My favorites, I think I've said this before, but I will say it once and I'll say it 1,000 times. My favorite is Altostratus because it looks like bunched up, it looks like older blanket batting where like bits and pieces are bunched up together in the blanket and you can kind of see it. After a while it's no longer just one even thing, it's just a little bit lumpy, but it's not quite lumpy. I legit have a little blanket from when I was a small human that is the exact sort of Altostratus thing. Actually, it's no longer Altostratus, it's just... The batting is not batting where it's supposed to be anymore, honestly. The only batting that's staying where it belongs is the stuff that was sewed in place. I am not joking. Oh, I freaking love this blanket though. It's my favorite. I'm glad it has continued to stay with me and I refuse to get rid of it ever. It's my favorite. I just thought of something. I should totally find and maybe I'll buy the sheet music for... If there's flute sheet music, I should buy it and learn it. Do a recording of that, put it up on the YouTube channel. That'd be funny. Actually, it'd be kind of cool to learn that. I haven't practiced my flute in so long and I really need to replace my tuning cork. Oh, jump scare. Actually, it's less jump scare, more flashbang. It's gonna be so much of a flashbang after level 99. But it's gonna be so fun. Ooh, 22,022. Let's go. I am totally taking full advantage of my higher level of energy in the past couple of days. I think I do actually need to eat peanut butter more often. Oh my gosh. I have more energy to do this. Either that or my stream endurance is upped enough that I can do this a lot easier. Who knows? I think I also said that yesterday I finally returned the Star Trek DVDs, or maybe I didn't. I don't remember. I returned the Star Trek DVDs for Season 3, and once I'm ready to pick the series back up again, then I'll check them out again from the library. It's just right now I can tell that I'm just kind of forcing myself to watch the show. And it's not that I don't enjoy it, it's just I don't find the time in the day to go and watch it. And I'm like, okay, clearly I need to give myself a break and not make it a chore or a job to watch. I want to enjoy it. Which is really funny because I'm only a few episodes from finishing Season 3. And then I'm gonna get cliffhangered by the end of Season 3. I already know this. I am very well aware that I will get cliffhangered, and then I'll be like, gosh darn it, now I have to go and get the first disc of Season 4. I'm gonna just get one disc at a time from here on out. Even though it's probably gonna likely make things take longer, it'll be just like watching a show from a week-to-week basis. There's something to be enjoyed about not having everything at once. Being able to watch, like, increments week to week, chatting about it. It's what makes it so fun. Because then when it's just dumped all at once, people just kind of binge watch it. And they don't get to really enjoy it. And things like fizzle up, spark up, and then they just fizzle out after a short bit. Sometimes waiting is part of the fun. And then sometimes you're a fan of Kingdom Hearts and you've been waiting a really, really long time and you're just like, ooh. Oops. I can wait. I waited a long time for KH3 to come out and we still got games in between, so we were fine. I don't think we're getting any games between though. They're still finishing Final Fantasy VII Remake. That reminds me, I still have the Final Fantasy VII Remake, at least part 1 of it right now. It's just sitting on the same shelf as the Kingdom Hearts games because I thought it was appropriate, and also I couldn't fit it on the shelf where the rest of the games and DVDs are. Gosh. Every time I look at the other games, I'm like, man, I really do need to buckle down and just do the thing. Stop holding yourself back. Just do it. Make your dreams come true. Yesterday you said tomorrow, so do it. Something like that. I don't remember the whole just do it speech, but you know what? It's not wrong. Dude is not a shining example of a human being, but that is a good speech. Alright, come on, bring it on. Bring it on. I'm starting to think that maybe my drive also to knock out more XP per session of stream is also driven by the fact that I don't want it to take months upon months just to get through one level. Because I'm only doing 2 of these level grind streams per week right now. Sorry about that, I had to clear my throat. I should drink some water. Let me stop the guinea pig noises and then... I keep calling it a guinea pig. I know it's a siren, but I'm calling it a guinea pig. I've said it once and I'll say it again. I frickin' love water. It's the good stuff. As I was saying, I think I've been very driven to not just only, like, take months for the level grind for per level. Because I'm going at a very blistering pace right now. If I keep this up, it's only going to be 4 more sessions of this, till I hit level 54. Which is nuts. But that's if I keep it up at a blistering pace. It might be even less than that, because we're at 21,000, and if I was crazy enough to do the 6,000 thing multiple times in a row after this, also if I had the stamina to be able to do that, we're roughly at 21,000-ish right now. If I hit 21,310 or something like that, that puts me around the same. Well, that puts me at 6,000 XP. But if I continue at that pace, 6, 4, yeah, it'd be less than, it'd be about 3.5 sessions or so. Maybe less than that, actually. Shoot, maybe around 3-ish sessions if I kept up the blistering pace, because 3, 6, 18, okay, it'd be 4. It'd be 4 sessions. But that's if I manage to keep up this blistering pace. And this is with 4s, by the way. This is with me still striking in 4s. I'm starting to think that 4,000 XP is no longer the average. And I think part of it is just because I am, as one might say, I've locked in. I'm locking in every time I start. I am focused. I am on it. Let's get these popsicles, shall we? The word popsicles is very funny to me, only because of that one. I think it was. I can't remember if it was a Tumblr post or something like that. But somewhere out there, someone posted a joke about pronouncing popsicles if it was Greek or something like that, so it would be popsicles. It doesn't necessarily live in my head rent-free, but it is one of those things that if I think about it, I just kind of like, heh, that's hilarious. Oh, that also makes me think of, I can't remember, it was a guy who did fines, and he would go to a store and like incorrectly pronounce random food items of like very familiar brands and just mispronounce the crap out of them, and it was always really funny to me. Like Russell Puffs. That is not what they're called. But it was great. Come on. No. Take some damage first. There we go. Okay, I think I can get away with that. Nope! I picked up the Orby for that. Whoopsie. That's on me. That's okay. I can work with this. Come on. I miss the days where the levels were just 4 digits at a time and I could knock out like 2 or 3 in a day. Just because it wouldn't take so long. I just remembered I have that calendar event for 10 years from whenever I said I was gonna do this again 10 years from now. Like a fool. I still have it. I still have it on the calendar for 10 years from now. I'm not getting rid of it either. I'm not getting rid of it. 10 years from then, I'm going to do it again. Actually, it would be more fitting if I started it on the 24th of September in 2036. What day is that actually? Because if it's not any of the stream days, that's gonna be a problem. Although, who knows? My stream schedule might have changed very vastly by then. I love how this implies that I'm going to be streaming in 10 years. You know what? Probably. This is way too much fun. I like doing this a lot. Whee! Hey chat. Hey chat, guess what? We're getting really close to 6,000 XP. So that's roughly, okay, 310, and that said what did that say, 466? Yeah, 466, so 310, 466, okay, 4 minus 3, 1, so 456? No, 156. 156 XP until I have, okay, so that's 280s. In about 2 trips, we will get to... But that's provided we get full 80s on these. But in roughly 2 trips, I will reach 6,000 XP. I'm mainly pushing it because I really want to. Alright, come on. Alright. Let's be a little bit more cautious because I don't remember if I got any 8s on those last two. That's gonna be another one. Alright. Now I could be wrong, but pretty sure I got a 4 at some point along those lines. That does not surprise me. That's okay. Let's keep going anyway. Come on. Alright. 6,000 today, here we come. It's not quite yet. Not until we hit below 310, which is gonna be 6 dusks at an 8 XP pace. We are going to make it, and it's gonna be awesome. Man, I was gonna say 2 good days in a row, and then I realized halfway through speaking I was about to combine the 2 words good and day, which is great and all, but my brain is doing the thing again. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, that was the only 4 I could afford. Okay. It wasn't 11 dusks. It was just these last 5. Once again, I did weird math. Let's do it. Boom! Exactly 6,000 XP. Let's go. Let's go. On the dot, 6,000 XP. I'm still feeling pretty good. I'm gonna do a victory lap. Okay? Let's do a victory lap. That way it can be like 6,010 or something like that. Let's get some damage. Ooh, I held my breath a little too long for a second there. Whoopsie. That's much better. More oxygen to the brain, please. Alright, come on. Nice. Come on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. I did it again. How am I doing that? Oh, that looks ominous. Okay, that's cool. I just saw something outdoors that looked slightly ominous, so I'm like, oh, that's gonna be fun to deal with later. Alright, there we go. This is gonna be a great victory lap. Boom! Let's go! 230! I know that's not actually how you pronounce it. What did that say again? 21,310. Oh. I already forgot. 230. Oh, shit. Okay. This is why doing 2 things at once is not a good idea. Let's go! 6,080. Let's actually show the stream that. Boom! We started off with 21,310 and ended... Nope, we started off with 27,310. Can y'all tell that it's time for me to get some rest? Alrighty. Y'all know what this means. Awesome. Okay. That is going to do it for the stream tonight. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to continue following this journey and also my Dream Drop Distance journey, you can hit the follow button if you're on Twitch, the subscribe button if you're on YouTube, and you can follow me on my socials. I have a Twitter, a Tumblr, and a Blue Sky. I not only post about when I go live, but also some other silly things. They are all the same username, at YellowFang42. Thank you all so much for watching, whether you are past, present, or future, and I hope that you have a good rest of the morning, afternoon, evening, and night. You have a good one. Here's your end stream screen card. Bye!